Hi, my name is So Young, and I'm the founder and CEO of Gnowbe. We're focused on how are we going to close the growing global education and skills gaps. The number one issue we're facing right now, develop skills. And these skills range from technical and vocational skills for workers who are actually maybe pest control operators and technicians, all the way up to the soft skills required to remain relevant in 21st century around critical thinking, creativity skills. So we need to rethink and reteach how we actually learn. And in terms of the challenges, we need to provide anytime, anywhere access and quality content from credible partners and providers. So what we're doing at Gnowbe is we're delivering anytime, anywhere access via everything that you're holding in your hands right now, the mobile phone. And we're doing that using our platform and technology, which is a unique approach, which we call MPPG, mobile first, which means it's accessible in your toilet, in your bathroom, in the morning, in the taxi. We also are participatory. Learning should not be passive. Learning is not just about videos. Learning is about participating and being engaged in the learning experience. Personalized. Every single person in this room is different. Our learning experience should be personalized to what we learn and what's relevant for us. Lastly, we are social people. We like to learn in groups. So group-based so that there's social learning and we can learn from the expertise of everyone else around us. We call this MPPG. This is based on the science of learning, and it's been validated by experts from Harvard as well as IMD in Switzerland. In terms of how we're developing credible content, is we're partnering already with corporate academies like KPMG and Mercer, as well as with academic institutions who provide accreditation and quality skills, knowledge, and development in terms of behaviors. And we're getting support with Singapore government, as well as other funding institutions. We have a partnership with partners who provide content from Microsoft so that they can actually get better skills when they actually get certified. Through our content partnerships we've already signed, we are planning to do over 2 million users within 3 years. These are experts in everything ranging from cybersecurity to technical skills. The way that we're going to be scaling to reach billions is through partnerships with corporations, with training companies in B2B2C, as well as providing through Gnowbe Learn content for all of you to be able to learn on the go, anytime, anywhere. Ultimately, to help you to reskill, upskill, and enter the job market, and to remain relevant. We are already working and empowering people around the world, ranging from Nigeria to the World Bank, with even from middle school, junior achievement students, all the way up through people who are 70 years old. Lastly, our mission really is to empower billions to grow more, to know more, and to be more. Thank you very much.
We have now arrived at a Q&A session. Questions from the judges will begin now. Time will start from the first question.
Okay.
Question, please.
Hi. My first question is about the actual outcomes, the learning outcomes, and how you're measuring those and what the impact actually is.
Great question. So it depends on the learning objective. So if the learning objective is actually to improve pass rates for certification, we have seen actually for insurance agent training 100% improvement in pass rates and about a 20% improvement in the pass scores. So depending on what is it that we're trying to achieve, we will work with our partners to determine the learning objective and therefore figure out what is the right assessment to be able to measure that impact. But that's just one example. Other types of things that we track would be things like completion rates, engagement rates, observed behavior change on the job. So there's many different measures.
What is your main customer now and which business type that you help? The customer, your customer.
So we have two main type of enterprise clients. One are corporations like insurance companies. We've been doing a lot of work with insurance and financial services, as well as educational institutions. And then the second provider is actually training companies. So they license our platform to help them to scale the impact of their training. And as a result of that, we're already in 22 countries, even though we only focused originally on ASEAN.
I saw you already got many funds from many funds, and what is your next step after you got the fund?
So right now, it's all about scaled growth. We started off in Singapore and the US, and now with additional funding, we're expanding into different countries. We have just started, as of 2 weeks ago, in the Philippines, and now we're doing partnerships in 10 different countries. And so the funds are actually to help us to scale our growth because our platform is ready. Our product has been live for 2 years, and so it's now really about scaling.
Can you elaborate more a little bit about the group-based training?
Sure. So the way the group-based training works in the platform is that when you're in Gnowbe, you are never alone. Whether you're learning about design thinking, you will be joining a community. In that community, you would be able to not just learn the content. Our methodology is think, apply, and then share. So let's say I learn a new method. I will think about what it means to me. I think, how can I apply that innovation on my job? And then I can share it, and I can share by uploading a video of myself, or I can share my thoughts, and then my colleagues and my managers can see exactly what I've done. So that's the idea of group. So you're never learning alone in Gnowbe. And you'll get push notifications, you will get leaderboards that will help you if you're a little bit competitive to actually stay, to keep people motivated to learn, because many people are not that motivated. So we need to help them by inviting them to learn and making it fun.
How would you be sure that the group will still remain in the group?
Well, usually the groups are, especially in an organization, are tracked by their managers or by their teacher or by someone. So you can have a dashboard. So you would be able to see exactly what everyone in your group has done. This also helps to drive motivation to continue. And we also have certification. So you have to finish 80% or pass in order to get your digital certificate, which you can put in your LinkedIn profile. And that helps you with greater employability. And so by giving this kind of rewards and recognition for completion, we do find that our completion rates are 10 to 15 times higher than the top e-learning players in the market today. 10 to 15. So our completion rates on average would be less than 10% in one of the billion-dollar e-learning companies that exist today. Ours would be about 60 to 80%.
Could you explain more about your social impact for the many type of your customers?
Sure, that's a great question. So I think in terms of how we partner even with governments, and so last week, in terms of, say, junior achievement, they actually do, we're talking to them now about how we can develop 10 million young people and using what I call 4 Ps, PPPP, public, private, platform, partnership, so that we're able to fund some of those initiatives. And so we're about to launch a massive initiative now called the GDSI, Global Digital Skills Initiative, which will be a joint collaboration so that, because the funding is available, the World Bank has funding, IDE has funding, so it's actually how we can find the funding to make it sustainable. So I think it's not just about giving away technology, it's about partnering with the right people to have a sustainable solution and sustainable funding models. So that's actually how we are thinking about doing that.